Okay, so I made you a video. So these are the numbers that you gave me for your homework. You said A was 3, B was 2, C was 4, D was 6, E was 7, F was 2, G was 2. So it's pretty simple on how to get this started all the way to the finish. So when you see an arrow and it's the very first one, what you do is it's if it's the very first one, it's 0 and 0, 0. And then what you do is you just add the number. So 2 plus 0 is what? 2. 3 plus 0 is what? 3. Okay. Then you go to the next one. And hold on one second. I can't believe I'm doing this. It's so silly. Um, then when you see that 3, you see that? So you just add the numbers. So A was 3. So 0 plus 3 is 3. Then what do you do with this 3 right here? You just bring it over and you just add it, right? So you'll add 4 plus 3, which is 7. All right. Then what do we do again? You bring that 2 over. 6 plus 2 is what? 8. Now check this out. For E, right? There's 2 arrows. Do you take C or do you take D? Right? Remember, when you're starting off from beginning to the finish line, always get the greatest number. Greatest number. Or biggest number, not greatest. Biggest number. So when I'm trying to determine E on what I'm going to put in this box, I got to figure out which one is higher. Is the 7 higher or the 8 higher? The arrow's coming from C. The arrow's coming from D. Clearly D is higher. So I'm going to bring that 8 over. 7 plus 8 is what? 15. You do the same thing. You got 2 arrows coming in for F, right? This is going to be important because on the test, you don't know where the arrows are coming from. He'll give us a picture actually. So just remember, all right, so we got 7 and we got 8. Clearly 8 is bigger, so we'll add the 8 right there. 2 plus 8 is what? 10. Now, this is done. We got one more to go. Bring the 10 over. Remember, you're bringing that number over. 2 plus 10 is what? 12. Now, the finish, what is it? Is it 15 or is it 12? Remember, it's always the greatest number, the biggest number. So this number is 15. Now, when you did all this, going one way from one side to the other, you just got to start. Now you got to work backwards. So remember, we went from the highest number. Now we're gonna pick the lowest number, and we're gonna need that for these in a bit. So we filled up the top boxes. Now we got to fill up the bottom boxes. Bring the 15 over here. Bring the 15 over here. Right? So 15 minus 7 is what? 8. 15 that we brought over here, you're going to do 15 minus 2 is what? 13. Then you got to bring that number over. We're going to bring that number over. Right? So we're going to bring that number over, which is right here. Okay. Hold on one second. I got to do the math here. 13 minus 2 is 11. I'm a horrible teacher. Okay, now you see this D? You see this D right here? Which one are we going to take? Because it's coming from two spots, right? Remember, we're going to pick the lowest number. So we got to pick, is it going to be 11 or is it going to be 8? Clearly it's going to be 8 because we're picking the lowest number. So we're going to bring that 8 over. We're going to subtract 6, which would be 2. Before we do that, we're going to go up here, C. So we got to pick this number or this number. Which one is lower, the 8 or the 11? Clearly the 8 is lower. So we'll bring that 8 over. Minus 4 is 4. Then we just work backwards. 2, bring that 2 over. 2 minus 2 is 0. Perfect. We bring that 4 over. 4 minus 3 is 1. Now what you want to do is, we want to know what the slack is, right? 0 minus 1, there's 1 slack here. 3 minus 4, there's 1 slack here. 3 minus 4, there's 1 slack here. 7 minus 8, there's 1 slack here. And then 8 minus 11, there's 3 slacks. 3 slacks. This is horrible. You can't see it, but it's 3 slacks, 3 slacks. So just by looking at this, you know you want to start here. There's no slack here, so the first letter is B. The second one is D, because there's no slack. The third one is, am I going to go this way or this way? The third one is E. So the equation is B, D, E. And that's how you build out your map. I hope this was useful.